Hello and welcome to LeeGolazo. As we all know, we are in the summer transfer window for football, but something is happening in the football space and that we cannot all ignore. We all agree with me that this particular thing is something that I need to talk about, and the fact that Liverpool, they are going fast this particular summer. They are not even resting. They are going on a signing spree. And it's surprising because previously Liverpool, they don't sign this way. They don't do this kind of signings. In fact, what you hear about Liverpool is that, they want to sign this, they want to sign this. At the end of the day, this all talks. This particular summer windows is different, and that's why I'm worried. As a Man United fan, I should be more worried because we cannot even be in a position to compete or even do half of what they're doing, and it's more worrisome because first, they are not just signing to replace players that are leaving. They are actually signing to get backups for players that are there at the moment. We all know that Trent Alexander-Arnold announced his leaving and there was lots of talk and everything, but Liverpool, they were ready, and guess what? They signed Frimpong. We all know about it. As we're still talking about the Frimpong and everything, they signed Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen, and it doesn't look like they're stopping there because yes, they just agreed Kekes with Bournemouth. As we're still talking about Kekes, Maguire from Crystal Palace, and I'm wondering what exactly is Arne Slot trying to do? What is he plotting? And it's simple. Liverpool want to dominate Premiership, just like Man City dominated it for the last few years, and they are ready for it. I don't blame them because if you have so much money and you've won a league without spending so much money, of course you need to just begin to spend more money because you have justified the reason why you need to spend the money, and that's what's happening in Liverpool. Last season they didn't sign so much players. They just signed Federico Chiesa, and we didn't even see much of his impact. So they could have gone into this last season without even signing him, and they will still be all right. So they have so much money from last season and now this particular summer, and they are not even keeping their money. I don't know what to expect when the season starts, because you have Salah, which is the Egyptian king that keeps scoring and scoring, and you still have your Gakpo, you still have Luis Diaz, because there are no news about them leaving. At least for Gakpo, we know that there's no talk about him leaving. Luis Diaz, there have been talks up and down, but there's no concrete talks. And you have Florian Wirtz, and you go ahead and sign Frimpong, and you want to strengthen. Jeremie Frimpong is actually leaving to Bayer Leverkusen, and he didn't even go for cheap. And now Liverpool are getting ready to sign Maguire. It's still speculations, but it's looking like it's going to happen. And let's not forget, the Kekes deal is almost done. And for the rest of us, what are we doing? For Man United fans, what should we be expecting? As a Man United fan, I'm getting very, panicked because I'm expecting other teams to strengthen. This is just Liverpool. We've not talked about Man City. Forget Man City, they've actually been strengthening, but I don't talk about them today. Arsenal, they're also going to strengthen. And Man United, we don't even look like half of a club that's going to strengthen. And this is the problem. Let's forget about Man United because that's not why I'm here. But Arne Slot is trying to dominate the Premiership, and he's already plotting it, and it looks like he knows exactly what he's doing. Liverpool are going to the transfer market with so much intent. They are going it with their head clear. They're not just jumping to buy players. They have their game plan. They have a master plan, and it looks like this their master plan is already coming into shape, coming into fusion. So how does this new pieces fit into an Slot puzzle? We know that Slot favors an attacking, high-pressing kind of football. And now with arriving almost certainly means that a more fluid attacking midfield. It tries in pulling defenders out of their position and creating space for the likes of Salah and, Diaz or maybe Gakpo. And he also has the ability to deliver key passes. And guess what? Salah goes in and scores, or maybe Diaz or Gakpo goes in and scores. Then Frimpong, on the other hand, will replicate what Trent does. But this time around, Frimpong is a better defender than Trent. So guess what? It's going to strengthen the back, and it's also, give those passes. And that is where it gets worrying. You have Salah, that is a good finisher, and you have Florian Wirtz, and you have somebody like Jeremie Frimpong. Liverpool are not going to just take chances this season, and every other club needs to be careful. If you were looking at Liverpool with clear eye and saying, "Oh, it's Liverpool," we know this particular season, and the club means business. Now, looking at the goalkeeper, Alisson is a great goalkeeper. We all know that Alisson can be argued as the number one in the world. And Kelleher, which was number 2 for Liverpool, actually just left for Brentford. But Liverpool already signed Mamadashvili. And this particular goalkeeper is also not one that it's just a kind of goalkeeper. It's someone that could actually replace Alisson just the way Keller was replacing Alisson when he was injured. And Keller also played a very important role in Liverpool last season of winning the Premiership. So imagine you have Alisson behind at the goalpost. You have Konate, you have Van Dijk, and you have Maguire. So how do you want to penetrate? How do you want to pass through the defenses of Liverpool if you're playing them? Let's not forget that they talk about Liverpool wanting to sign Alexander Isak. And if that happens, then let's just forget that any other person is going to win Premiership except Liverpool this coming season, because you can't have Alexander Isak, you can't have Florian Wirtz, you can't have Salah, you can't have Jeremie Frimpong, you can't have Luis Diaz or Gakpo, and you expect someone else to win the league. It's not possible. If Liverpool gets Isak, then let's just know that this coming season is over even before it starts. Liverpool's summer transfer business for this particular summer is not about bringing in players. It's about building on success. They already won the league last season and they want to build on that particular success. First, they won the league without new players. They won the league with the team that Jurgen Klopp kept for them. And they want to take advantage of the team and also strengthen the team. And that is why, as a Man United fan or every other team in the world, or every other team in Premiership, we should get worried. Arsenal is going to strengthen, yes, we know that. Man City already strengthening, we know that. But this particular Liverpool thing that they are doing, they are not just strengthening, they are building a force. They are building a force that if one person gets injured, someone else can play, and the person playing is can almost be matched for the person injured. And that's why I know that they're actually ready for this coming season and they're not playing. So we as Man U fans, we don't even know what to expect. Or do I say we know what to expect as far other clubs, especially Liverpool? But as Man United, we don't know what to expect as the club. Because every other players we want to sign, they don't want to come to Man United. Every other players we want to sell, nobody's talking about them. Rashford is talking about going to Barcelona. Come on, Barcelona don't want you, Rashford. Just look for somewhere else to go. Look for a club that will take you so we can get your money and we can use the money to get someone in Man United. It's getting worrisome because every talk for Man United players that want to go is just being talks, being rumor, and we don't see anything forthcoming. And it's just a few weeks before the beginning of the next season. In fact, features of next season are already out. And what do we expect? What do we want to bank on? We have just Konya. What do we want to bank on in Man United? There's not been anything that shows that Man United are serious or they are in the business. I don't know. Do you want us to begin to opt players for you? Do you want us to begin to do prayers for your players? We need Man United to strengthen. And in as much as we don't have the kind of money that Liverpool has, doesn't mean that we shouldn't be looking at strengthening our clubs. I don't know what else to say. I am also worried because what Liverpool are trying to do and whatever other clubs, it's just Liverpool we're talking about. We're not talking about Man City. We're not talking about Arsenal. Because when no other club begin to, then where do we want to be? How do we want to go to top 4 or top 5? Chelsea already strengthened their squad since last season. This coming season, they will do better than last season. Then Man United, we are stuck where we are. We cannot continue like this. We cannot remain in the position we were last season, this coming season. We expect to do better, and that is why I'm worried. Because if every other club is strengthening, especially Liverpool, then it's problem and it's trouble for us at Old Trafford. Let me know your thought in the comment section.